All right, you degenerates, let's take a look. We're looking at the top 10 places to find Pokemon card deals right now, whether that's singles, slabs, or sealed product. We're getting you into the nitty gritty of it all. Number one, we're going to take a look at his TCG player. Now, TCG Player is a massive marketplace. There's thousands of sellers listing on there. The big thing you find on TCG is singles and sealed product. That's really where it is right there. The cons on TCG Player is that you don't get to see a lot of pictures of it, so you get to see typically two. If they even put a picture of what they're selling at all, you just have to kind of go off of their listing and whether they think it's near mint, light play, moderate play, heavier damage. That's on you. What you want to buy is what you want to buy. You want it to be nice. But you can find every English product on TCG Player, which is a big benefit. Second place to look for some deals would be eBay. eBay is a lot of times, whether it's auctions or just buy it nows, you can find deals out there on eBay if you look hard enough or if you have like a short list. So what I'm talking about is you're not just going on there to buy any card you want. You have, let's say, 3 to 5 cards you're really looking at, and you want to buy them, so you can put bids in on auctions. You can try to snipe it that way and save yourself 10, 15, 20 to 50 to $100 depending on how popular the item or card is. That can be a big play too. Or you can hit buy it now and just get rid of and get it done there. The con is mainly on the selling side, that people will try to scam you, so you just have to protect yourself if you're trying to sell on eBay, because eBay sides with the buyer a lot of the times, so you don't want to deal with that stuff. And always read the description on eBay. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, it's this box of Destined Rivals, and then or it's a picture of a box of Destined Rivals, and you paid $400 for a picture of an image of a box of Destined Rivals. You always have to read the description. Third would be Pokemon Center. Now you're like, how is it a deal if it's getting out there for MSRP? Well, that's the thing. On the secondary market, nothing is MSRP. So MSRP would give you the opportunity through pre-orders or pre-release, depending on when they sell out. Unfortunately, bots do collect a lot of that. But you can get alerts for the Pokemon Center drops, or you start to understand when Pokemon Center drops do happen. Typically Monday through Thursdays, around lunchtime Eastern Standard Time, to get products where you have the best fast opportunities. You can get Discord notifications or Twitter notifications to help with that, and make sure you have the link ready the moment it drops. Next we're going to talk about is the lead us right into TCG groups on Discord, or we can call it on Twitter alerts. Mainly the deals out here on Discord groups, I wouldn't call them deals. They almost seem too sketchy. It really comes to, when you go into Discord groups, the same thing happened when you go into like crypto Discord groups. Don't click links of that people send you in direct messages. People can be predatory in those realms. Keyloggers stink and all the other things that come along with it. What you're going on there for is the use of the group to help you get the notifications for the products on Target, Walmart, Pokemon Center, and other retail stores to help you get the deal to get it at MSRP. Would I want to sell to some random guy on a Discord group? No, that would not be a thing. Because he direct messaged you, oh yeah, send me the money, I'll send you the cards, and you send him the money, and they never send the cards, and then he just deletes his deletes his Discord account, and he's off with the wind like a ghost. So just protect yourself. Always be careful. Couple websites to think about. The stores of other YouTubers out there. This one you really got to dig for. It's not like there's one giant running list of all the YouTube shops out there of people that have a product that they're hitting the sell button on. But a lot of these guys, some of them are huge, and some of them are like, oh, we have 1,000 subs and we have a lot of product. they try to be close to the eBay listings or the TCG listings for their products, and sometimes the deal is, well, this sealed box went from 225 to 260, and this person was listing it at 230. Well, like, now you save $30. The FOMO kicks in and has another leg up. So you have to hunt for these deals. It's not just one deal out there, but I will say a lot of the YouTube stores respectfully are better deals than the card shops out there. So you have to have that understanding too. This one requires you to do a lot of homework. Next is Whatnot, mainly on the singles sides or sometimes on sealed, depending on the type of Whatnot show they're sending. You can always, if you've never signed up for Whatnot, you can use my Whatnot link in the bio to help get somewhere between $15 and $200 on your first time signing up. But Whatnot will give you credits when you do that. So if you have a short list of items that you want to buy, so Whatnot can be good if you're trying to master set something and you're going in there to get, whether it's the hollows or you're just looking for the $1 starts on the commons, and you find the right sellers. You have to start to know the right sellers. People are like, hey, bid, let's go check. Come on, fly it, push. Those are the people that are borderline trying to milk you for every dollar. There's other people that are like, this is a fossil first edition Gengar. $1 start. Hey, good job. You got it for $40. This is a first edition Dragonite non-hollow that goes for $180, and you might pick it up. I watched one guy. I thought about bidding on it. I didn't because I was trying to look it up first before I hit the bid button, but somebody bought it for $78, and then you have to think about as long as the front is clean. Most of the Whatnot streamers cards have clean fronts, but the back can be heavy play to damage or even light play when they're claiming it to be moderate play to near mint. So it can be tough on the pristine card side of things. You're not really going on Whatnot most of the time to buy a gradable copy. I'll bet you most of them will say they would grade it on their own, but there are what's called consignment streams. So some of the bigger Whatnot guys will be like, oh, I have this person's lot came to me and it's 300 cards, and you can potentially get great deals on some cards out there. So some of the bigger sellers do have near mint copies, and they're usually, unfortunately, coming with a premium. But you just have to take Whatnot with a grain of salt. I wouldn't go into the rip to you hits. I wouldn't go into the big Whatnot wheels. I wouldn't go into I wouldn't look for a deal on a stream with 250 to 1,000 people watching it. You want to find streams with 30 to 150 people watching it, but then you also got to go look at their history, their reviews. Are they 5-star reviews? How fast do they ship? How many sales do they have? If you're their first sale ever and you just give this guy $200, you got to be ready to, and you also have to know how to go through Whatnot's back end to get your refunds, because that's a whole different ball game. Whatnot is heavy on the artificial intelligence for refunds. I've unfortunately had to get a refund from Whatnot. I bought 3 ETBs and 3 cards from one guy, and it wasn't the person's fault. He shipped it, but it sat in a warehouse for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then it came up lost. And then it eventually got shipped to me, and when it came to my house, all 3 cards were missing, and one of the ETBs was just taken out of the box. And so it's like you get that realm with Whatnot too. There's a lot of crap out there. I'm not saying it was the seller's fault. But yeah, it could be FedEx or UPS as well, can unfortunately have sticky fingers. So that is a downside to like Whatnot, eBay, TCG, is that, packages can get lost in the mail. Retail stores would be another place that could find a big, restock or just the cheapest deals out there, whether you're looking at Target, Walmart, Dollar General, Costco, Sam's Club, Dick's Sporting Goods, Lowe's, Five Below, Macy's, even GameStop has product. So it's really like, what do you want? Do you value going to Target at 5:45 or Walmart at 5:45 in the morning and trying to get product when there's 10 guys in line that have no jobs and don't really care and will take all of it on you? Do you value going to Dollar General on their restock day, knowing that somebody's brother's sister's boyfriend already gave the store manager money to hold the items for him, so that when you go, you hopefully find something and nothing's there? Do you want to go fight people in line at Costco or Sam's Club? And Dick's Sporting Goods has a premium on it. Lowe's has a big premium on it. Five Below sometimes has packs. Macy's sometimes has the end of aisle, pop-up cart. And then GameStop is GameStop. There's no hiding it. If you can't find product in all the other places, the reason GameStop is at the bottom is because it may be the last line of picking up product for yourself. It's never at MSRP. It's always at secondary market prices. But that's the reality with the retail stores. Card shops. Now, this is weird because a lot of people will look at this just at face value and say card shops don't have deals, and I disagree with you. I went into one store with my friend a couple weeks ago. It was actually, this is about a month ago now, when Ancient Mew pumped its first pump from about $25 to $30 to $100. The card shop still had 3 Ancient Mews for $30. All 3 of them were listed at $30. So my friend bought all 3. And so that is a huge deal right there in itself. If they don't reprice their cards every single day, you can get deals that way. The sealed is typically a little bit more of a premium in card shops because they need to make their margin so that they can stay open, which I get. But you have to be willing to dig for some deals at card stores. Also, a couple other things that are nice about them. Some do trade nights, others do like league events or TCG events. So TCG events can come with promos, freebies, or pre-release products. So like the pre-release parties, you can get your hands on pre-release products earlier than everybody else, or you can get your hands on the cards earlier than everybody else, which means you can sell the cards if you rip one of the top chases faster than everybody else can, which gives you the opportunity to get the most money. What am I talking about? One of my good friends got the Mega Gardevoir from Mega Evolutions on release day. He ripped it. He sold it. The market was $550. He sold it for $450. Now, 5 months later from Mega Evolutions being released, 4 or 5 months later, it's sitting at $160 on the on TCG Player right now, or on eBay. You can sell it for. One of my friends sold the gold Charizard from Phantasmal Flames. He ripped it out of a blister pack. He got, market was $700 at the time. Card shops offered him $450. He wasn't sure. He thought he could get more than $450. He ended up selling it to a guy on Facebook Marketplace for $525. So that's really where you can find your deals with a lot of those cards. Next is card shows. Card shows can be a good deal, but also can be tough at sometimes. Wheeling and dealing is the name of the game at card shows. The best deals at card shows are always the last 2 hours on the last day of it, if it's a couple day event. So Sunday, nobody wants to walk home with all their products, so you can offer them, if you're a local, you can offer them a bulk deal. Let's say Surging Sparks Surging Sparks booster boxes are going for $250 right now, and you offer the guy $200 on his last 3. So you offer him $600. Sometimes they'll say yes. Sometimes they'll cut you a deal back, and you can walk away with more product than you thought you would have been able to on that first day of a card show. Talking down vendors is the name of the game, whether they have binders or just a lot of bulk or sealed product, or slabs. You got to be able to find the deals and work with people and be ready to bring cash, because cash will get you the best deals at card shows for sure. The one pro tip I wouldn't suggest you doing is bringing your collection binder, because if you're like, hey, what do you want to trade? And somebody looks at your favorite card and you're like, no, I don't want that one. Well, then sometimes people say, no, I'm okay. No, thank you. Bring a short list of the cards you want to pick up, and then be ready with what's called a trade binder, or have the cards you're willing to trade to help you knock that price point down on the cards you want to pick up. It helps you in the long haul of everything. And number 10, whether we're talking about Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or any of the secondary marketplaces, but Facebook Marketplace, you can find very cheap deals. Downside is it could potentially be a scam, or you can get scammed. Do your research first. Ask others to look at it for like a second opinion. You know, if you know a friend that has a lot of knowledge in the Pokemon space, ask them. You can always hit me up and ask me. It doesn't really bother me. But yeah, that's the big ticket when it comes to buying, is knowing what you're doing. Always get as much info as you can. Hopefully you have a mutual friend with the person that's buying or selling from you. Do your own research before buying and try to get a second opinion depending on what it is, and then offer them what you think is fair, and maybe you get the deal done. Facebook Marketplace can be a win. Yeah, there's also scams out there, so just protect yourself. I wouldn't walk up to somebody's car where the guy refuses to get out of the car and he wants you to hand you the cash, and then he just turns the car on and drives away. Stuff like that. I like to do deals in public spaces. I willingly get out of my car because I want the other person to do the same, so we can mutually just have a chat and talk and get the deals done that way. It makes it for a much safer and, easier environment. But yeah, protect yourself, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. Hey, I hope this video helped you. Comment down below. We're almost at 600 subs, so hit that sub button. If you haven't downloaded Whatnot yet, use my link in the bio to help you out and get a little bit of money that way. And yeah, I'm starting to try to do this thing for real. A lot of people have been bugging me and saying, Pat, you're not monetizing your YouTube channel well enough right now. And so I'm trying to get down that road. I'm trying to figure out the sponsors, got the email going for business inquiries. So hey, we're starting to do this thing and take this thing more seriously now. I can't believe I'm over 500 subs already, and we're on the road to 600. So thank y'all. Until next time, everyone. Pat out.